Bitter criticism Monday. This is a special in English, and it's been a long time because I managing, remanaging, reorienting my time, as I don't take bus anymore because I'm too poor. I'm too poor for taking bus. But that's all true. Bus is too expensive for me, so I'm quit. And the question is, I can walk now. I can walk with my Nikes. Like, what can I say? It's not a super strong materials. These sneakers, they are maybe too light, but I don't have a problem with that. I fix it when material. I'm going to show you what I do with a Nike shoe, with a nice sneaker. I'm going to show you. Look, there was a hole over there, a scratch, and well, now it's perfect. But I glue them inside out, from inside, understand? And with a support, a fabric that was a straight fabric, just 1 second. I have a situation here with dogs and stuff. in this, how to say, woods, the woods. Go away, dog. Go away, down. Don't go too far. Go. This is Skeletor from He-Man. And he's so happy because he loves so much to take a ride, because he's a male, and well, females like to. Females like to walk. Well, in Spanish you have this word pasear. It's not just walk, because walk, I may be letting people, we walk too much. Yeah, exactly. Just like me, I take a free ride on the subway. Oops! I admit it. I'm exposed myself. I expose myself. Well, I take a free ride on the subway, and then I walk uphill, like 1 hour, 1 full hour walking. Hell much. That's hell too much. Anyway, I saw on social media, Iran bombed the UAE. There's a headline saying in Al Jazeera, there's the live updates from Al Jazeera saying, UAE says intercept Iran missiles, drone sparks fire at oil facility. I don't know why Iran is attacking the UAE. Let's remember, Al Jazeera is a Qatar media. Anyway, I have to admit, I never read nothing else because of walking. I'm walking just too much. I don't have time to. Maybe I have time. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that. I will start to reading news in new places, in other places, like on the streets, understand? Yeah, this is the woods, good for take dogs for a walk. But yeah, I guess I record here before, isn't it? Last week. But this is another week. So, and nah, this dog is kind of is trying to, I don't know, show me some love. Huh? He's showing me some love, or he's bored. He's bored. That's the question. Dogs get bored too. But I guess he's super fine because he never came here. Or I mean, walk once a week. And the place is huge. They can go down. Perfect, just perfect. Anyway, UAE says intercepted Iran missiles. Drone sparks fire at oil facility. By Stefan Killen, Edna Mohamed, and Alex Milandouri. Edna Mohamed looks beautiful in the little picture. Sorry, May 4, 2026. And we have a previous summary of 5 points, actually 4 ones. The United Arab Emirates says its air defenses intercept 15 missiles, 4 drones fired by Iran today, with authorities in Fujairah reporting a fire at an oil facility. No official comment from Iran. Why Iran is doing this? Let's try to read IRNA, because IRNA was out of the air with anyway. 2 missiles hit a U.S. frigate in the Strait of Hormuz after it ignored warnings from Iran's Navy to halt. State media quote the army as saying, with the U.S. military saying no vessel was struck. Third, U.S. President Donald Trump announced a naval mission dubbed Project Freedom to guide stranded ships out of the Strait of Hormuz. Crazy. Israel continues. Well, there was a crazy, isn't it? So that's the world. There's too much, a lot of pressure from every side. There's a lot of pressure from the U.S. people. They don't have money to finance nothing, to buy things. They are running out of money in the domestic market. Understand? People are poor, are getting poorer in the U.S. So these people, they need free everything, free Strait of Hormuz, free Iranian oil. The U.S. as a country, they need to steal everything from. Well, this. I never been in the U.S., but Chile, I suppose Chile or Viña del Mar is just like the U.S. They always trying to. They never question the whole system. Understand? Chile is ultra unequal, just like Brazil, Mexico. Every single American country, not just the U.S., but the whole new world, let's say, is too unequal, and that's a huge problem. Anyway, a huge problem because this the system designed to war. Inequality is a system designed for war, because the only way to maybe it's not the only way. Our elites, our rich, the elites, if they want, they give some money. I guess that's it. They have so much fortune, so much money. They can give us some money once in a while, just to leave us inside house. Anyway, let's read more 10 minutes, less hour. Israel continues to bombard Lebanon, wounding 5 medics, and has expanded its area of control in Gaza by announcing a so-called quote-unquote orange line. Visit our live tracker for latest casualty figures from across the region. I guess there's nobody dying right now, but who knows. A few seconds ago, Monday 4, Germany's Merz calls on Iran to return to negotiating table after UAE attack. You know, I have zero idea. I thought the conflict was absolutely end and it was absolutely peaceful, but I have zero idea. Look, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has condemned Iran's attack on the UAE and expressed Berlin's solidarity with the country and Germany's partners in the region. Quote, Tehran must return to the negotiating table and stop taking the region and the world hostage. Who say that? German Chancellor. Tehran must, the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz must end. Tehran must not build a nuclear weapon. There must be no further threats or attacks against our partners, end quote. Merz said in a post on X, former Twitter. I guess everybody forgot Twitter. Maybe not me because because I was in vacations. I was like 1 week without reading things. And there's a video. Iran claims its Navy forced a U.S. warship to turn back from the Strait of Hormuz as Washington denies it any clash. Ten minutes ago, Trump wants to show, quote-unquote, momentum with, quote-unquote, Project Freedom. Mark Faithfully, a U.S. national security analyst, says Trump understands the U.S. Navy is not currently capable of, quote, moving every ship through the Strait of Hormuz, end quote. But that he wants to show, quote-unquote, some momentum through his, quote-unquote, Project Freedom. Yeah, sounds loser, I guess. Yeah, sounds fail. Sounds like Trump will fail again. What the hell is this Project Freedom, you know? Nobody believes this kind of shit. Nobody here Donald Trump, I guess. Mark Faithfully, a U.S. national security analyst, says Trump understands the U.S. Navy is not currently capable of, quote-unquote, moving every ship through the Strait of Hormuz, end quote, but that he wants to show, quote-unquote, some momentum through his, quote-unquote, Project Freedom, both from the markets and for the markets and to bolster U.S. public opinion. Yeah. Nothing real, nothing substantial. Prices will remain high, I guess. Faithfully also said that, quote, Iran is suffering a great deal end quote, from the U.S. blockade on its ports. Quote, they are seeing the rial trading at about real trading at about 1.8 million per US dollar. Yeah, it sounds huge, isn't it? He said, adding that the Iranian government's near total internet shutdown has created additional economic struggles. Yeah, this is interesting, isn't it? How economy works. Maybe it's real. Maybe this real is real. This inflation unreal is just like Argentina. I don't know exactly how to understand this inflated money, this inflation money, because it's way too money, isn't it? And the reasons why, isn't it? Everything about inflation and economic science, economics, is very interesting. Maybe all this is going to change now because of the BRICS, because of BRICS, isn't it? I believe so, and I dream kind of kind of I like it. I like the idea. Quote: the challenge for Trump is that with all of that going on internally in Iran, he still hasn't been able to bring them to the negotiating table to deal with their nuclear issue. End quote, said Fleife. Quote: Iran has said it wants to end the blockade, open up the Strait of Hormuz, and then eventually deal with the nuclear issue. And that is something Trump cannot do moving forward with his negotiation tactics, end quote. 29 minutes ago, what's going on in southern Lebanon tonight? I was more interested in the UAE, but here we go. Hezbollah has announced that it has targeted Israel's newly established artillery location in the town of Rab el Talatin, southern Lebanon, with a sword of attack drones. At the same time, Israeli forces have continued their attacks across southern Lebanon. Warplanes target the towns of Burj, Kalawiya, Haris, Shakra, and Kfar in 2 waves. Barashit, Kfar Downing, Frown, and Gandouriya in the Bint Jebel district at about 8 p.m. local time. The aircraft carried out a series of attacks with the town of Kalawiya subjected to 4 and the towns of Jamilma and Safad al-Batik to 2. Artillery shelling also took place in the towns of Frown and Al-Gadouriye. In the town of Kiyam, soldiers carried out a large-scale sweep with machine guns, with the sound of heavy bursts of gunfire heard in the area. Israeli warplanes also raided Wadi al-Ujair near the town of Al-Gandouriye, which cut off the road leading to it. And 43 minutes ago, Al Jazeera live updates, they post a graphic showing Shahid drones are Iran's low-cost loitering munitions that carry an explosive payload while relying on relatively simple low-tech components. We have drone munitions range, payload capacity, and we have the drone Shahed 149, Kaman 22, Shahed, which is the most famous, I guess. Payload capacity have not much capacity. Well, 5 different drones. Interesting. Shahed 136, explosive warhead with fragmentation upgrades in variants, and they cannot lift anything. Well, we have the Muhajir 10 and the Shahed 238. 2 Shahed. Yeah, I want a drone too. Now I understood everything. I want drones. 1 hour ago, EU, Kuwait, condemned Iranian attack on UAE, expressed solidarity. Kuwait's foreign minister Sheikh Jarrah Jaber Al Ahmad Al Sabah spoke to his Emirati counterpart Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan and condemned the quote unquote sinful Iranian aggressions. The Kuwait news agency reported. Meanwhile, the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen also condemned Iran's strikes and said that the UAE was once again the target of quote unquote vicious missiles and drone attacks. End quote. These attacks are unacceptable and constitute a clear violation of sovereignty and international law, von der Leyen wrote on X. And well, there's Trump saying something 1 hour ago too. Iran, quote unquote, better hope ceasefire remains in place, warns Trump. Who knows? When asked if the ceasefire had been violated, Donald Trump told U.S. media, quote unquote, we will let you know. We will let you know. Maybe war started again. This comes after reports that Iran had attacked commercial vessels near the Strait of Hormuz. And the UAE also, quote, ships are moving, you know, we moved quite a few last night, big ones. There was no firing. I guess there has been some recently. I'm looking into it, end quote. The US president said, adding that Iran, quote unquote, better hope the ceasefire remains in effect. This is a threat from Trump, and that, quote unquote, the best thing that can happen to them is that we keep it in effect. Who knows, actually? I guess not. I guess Iran, they gave US a lesson with their missiles. I'm going to try to find some news from IRNA in the first hand. News, some declaration from, I guess IRNA is offline. It's still offline, forever offline. And I don't remember another media from Iran. I don't remember. You know, I was listening a podcast. This political analyst from Brazil is a candidate too. Rui Pimenta is also a candidate. Well, I don't know. I don't remember news from Iran and another agency, just IRNA, but this was these politicians from Brazil, a politician saying that and a journalist working for the Workers' Party, just like the candidates, well, they agreed that Brazilian media should be just like Chinese media, controlled by the state. But this is a very far possibility in all the countries outside China. The only way China took this chance is by revolution. So unfortunately, the whole world, it will be so hard to have this state-controlled media, you know. In Brazil, I guess, is the hardest, because Brazil is absolutely controlled by the US. So just like Chile, yeah, you know, the only people who are not controlled by the US are me and you. More meat than you. More meat than you.